This is Louis Theroux. And I like that they kind of clarified this is a documentarian who does documentaries about different difficult subjects. I don't know that I've ever seen one of his documentaries, but I'm familiar with the name. Um, this is definitely a sketch as an example of kind of like onboarding the viewer, even if I wasn't immediately familiar. So yeah, what did you think about this one, Madeline?
I did not know who this was. The audience loved this. So I think that to me, it seemed like a really good example of taking an incredibly small thing and blowing it out of just like the observation that this person is constantly like checking in on their subject, right?
Yes,
Like, can I say
yes,
that? Is that okay? Should we get started? Like, I thought that
yes,
impression was very fun
yes,
based on how the audience was reacting.
yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
the idea to make it be him doing it to himself was I like not quite sure how I feel about it. It was almost like another unusual thing, but it was really fun and I liked how I just was pretty on board and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, totally. I think that I really like the idea of, like, locking into these specific mannerisms, like his impulse to signpost and, like, is that is that right? Is that fair to say? It was in that moment, like, those turns of phrase all felt fun. I think I started really liking it once he turned away from the mirror and it's like, "Oh, there's another one of him." That
Yeah.
I thought was great. My main note for this one was that it could have maybe been directed a little bit better to kind of to almost be
Yeah.
conducted into kind of a crescendo a little bit more. I think because I think this was a really cool idea. Again, I didn't immediately know the documentarian, but I really liked what they were doing. But I think that with something like this, you want it to feel like a little bit of a beautiful song, right? And like the different almost the instruments are coming in. It actually reminds me of a there's a short play by David Ives, that's called Philip Glass Buys a Loaf of Bread. And the way it plays out on the page is very cool because the first page is basically like Philip Glass goes up to the bakery.
Uh,
It's like, "Hi, could I have a loaf of bread?" Whatever. And then you turn the page and it's like, "Can I have a loaf of bread? A loaf. Can I have a loaf of bread?" And it's just in the way that a Philip Glass song sort of has these sort of um strange sort of cycles of notes and tune and all of that stuff. I think that to me, this one just could have used a little bit more directing to make it feel like we were having this kind of like working towards this beautiful orchestral like this chorus of is that fair to say it was in that moment? Can I say that? Should we get started? Um yeah, I that was those were my main thoughts for this one, but I thought this was really fun and a great example of making it